YouTube, here's the latest jpax, hot off the press. Did a little bit of wiring on this one as well. If you catch them early enough, I could put editor in it. So, as of the last couple of guitars, I think I did this to my pal Alex's guitar. So, we have my Brian May switch, previously called the Cascading Mega Bucker, but I figured Brian May's probably a better name for it. So, you get your usual 5 sounds. Just works like a normal Strat while you've got a master tone and a master volume. And then this switch, when it's up the way, puts it into humbucker mode, which gives you, in positions 1, 3 and 5, you get single coil, these two as a humbucker, triple bucker, and also if this volume control here, when it's at full burn, it's not doing anything, it's not a volume, it's actually a volume control for the neck pickup, so if you turn that fully off, it blends in the neck pickup, giving you the Gilmore thing. So it's 15 sounds, I think. No, it was 15 from the last guitar. So it's 5 plus 3, 8 plus the Gilmore, 9, 10. 10 sounds you get. So, twice as many sounds you should. But, so there's the middle pickup. And then there it is as a humbucker. Single coil. Neck as a single coil, and then as a humbucker. Makes more difference if you got the old rat on. Goes a lot more deeper than it does with just a single coil. So single coil, buckered. That was the rat pedal, now it's the Joyo pedal. Actually, on that level of distortion, it makes more difference really, doesn't it? So this guitar was a Strat, a Squire Strat, so that's why it's got the correct size shape. I'm not sure, it doesn't have, I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's been sanded off. Sometimes they don't have serial numbers on the back of the headstock, this one doesn't. It does have Squire branded decent tuners though, which probably dates the guitar. Sometimes it's on the neck plate, sometimes maybe this is one of the, I know the YN serial number ones are particularly good, the ones that are made in Taiwan, but they've got it on the neck plate, so this might not be the original neck plate, it could be one of them. They don't have any details on the headstock or where they were made or anything like that. But I don't know, so we've got like a very, very standard Stratty feeling neck, rosewood fingerboard, everything else stock. Yeah, so using the Gilmore switch here, here's the bridge pickup on its own. Then bringing in the neck pickup. Been calling it the Gilmore switch, it just basically means you can have the outside 2 coils on at the same time, which you can't normally do. And if you go into position 2, when you've got that on, you get all 3 pickups on. I've recently decided I like the 3 pickups on sound. It was always, whenever I was putting Gilmore switches in, I always thought you put in the Gilmore switch to get the outside two coils, and then as a wee bonus, you know, it's free, just take it anyway. But actually the 3 on at the same time is actually pretty good. that's a good question. What happens if I think if that's on anyway. I'm trying to work out what happens if you go. It doesn't turn it off anyway. If you've got the bypass thing on, so you've got the neck pickup on. Does that just make it and the switch on? Oh, somebody hit it with. Give me a metal thing. There we go. Right. So middle pickup's on. Neck. Oh, it's not on. Okay, yeah, so I wasn't worried about it. I knew electrically it wasn't doing anything. Basically, if you've got that, it just bypasses it. It's cool. It doesn't make any difference what you do with this when you're using the humbucker mode. Whether it's up or not, it's bypassed. Then regular position 2, 4. Really just goes to show that if you get a set up Squire Strat's pretty damn good. It's kind of not the point with these guitars. It's kind of me that's edged to. There was a point if there could have been the jpax guitars could have just been literally artworks, and yeah, you might be able to play some chords on it, maybe kind of thing. But it's like from the start, I was like, no, they've got to play. It'd be really annoying having a guitar that looked like this and not being able to kick it. Because I would totally gig it, even if it was, maybe I wouldn't bother. It depends what band you're in, how pernickety you are with stuff. It's like, oh, you can't use a Squire. It's like, you totally can, and you can totally definitely use it for a spare guitar. Just have it on stage looking cool, because you will get noticed. I'm possibly a little bit numb to jpaxes a wee bit these days, just because I've seen so many of them, and it's like, oh, no longer. I mean, I'm kind of thinking back to like a year ago when you'd see a guitar with go, wow, a guitar that's all crazy colours. Wow, I've never seen really any guitars that look like that. Now I've seen lots of them. They all look completely different. But I've also I had it hanging on the wall last night. I had the Schecter P bass and the Kraken on the wall, and I had it hanging in that slot there. And see, something to do with the colour. Like, this colour scheme does not go with Trump Orange and whatever that's, what is it, Cherry Sunburst or whatever that type of sunburst called. So I put 2 black guitars behind it and it looks amazing. So basically that's what you do. For displaying purposes, ideally you want to have a couple of black guitars, and then that in front of it just fits in smashing, because the colours don't clash. Becomes ridiculous, doesn't it? I mean, that's why I rotate these guitars along this wall. There's not really very much colour there at all. Okay, there's a jpax, but it's kind of all very, very blandy colours in today. I need to get some cool guitars on the walls. Yep, so this is getting posted off today. I needed to go and buy baking paper because it was smelling yesterday. So I'm just it's going down to, we know it's one of our pals, so we know who it's going to. Ideally, it should probably be left a few more days. Well, maybe not. No, I noticed last night it was smelling of paint, and it was like, should I really be posting that? But I'm going to go to Lidl and buy greaseproof paper, wrap it on, just to make sure it doesn't stick. I don't think it will. I mean, I don't think any of them have. It's just when we posted the very first one, I was like, I hope it doesn't stick to because some of the first ones, the paint wasn't like the one, like literally the first 3. So the paint didn't dry on one of them, and it kind of stuck to the wall, and you're like, oh. So the process has been worked out. These things no longer stay wet for any length of time. But I think any sort of paint takes a couple of weeks to dry. 100%, you know, it's 99% dry. But it'll take you a couple of weeks to get up to 100% toughness. I was going to say the only thing, per gigging this guitar, I put humbucker in it, but I wouldn't, because I've already got the switch that puts humbuckers in it, so it does the lot. And I was looked, so at the Edward who bought it, what Eddie Brian done is, I quite like the Brian May switch and the, you know, name dropping Brian May and Dave Gilmour in it. I was thinking there is a way of doing it to make it so that you put a 3-way switch in here and you get Brian May and Dave Gilmour, and then in the middle you've got, I don't know, Hank Marvin, because he just used a stock Strat, so, or anyone else who just uses a stock Strat. But you need to buy a special switch. I didn't have it, so that's why there's this extra. I quite like this. The backwards volume control is quite cool, because technically it's not just a case of just turning on. You know, you don't just turn on the neck pickup. So there we are, just the bridge pickup and the volume. You just turn the volume on. That should dial in. It's a bit subtle to the point of, yeah, I can tell when it's on, I can tell when it's off, but I don't know whether there's a really, you keep going, you know, like that. You can hear it almost like a filter on a Moog doing something, but it's either on or off for me. Rock on, catch you later.